Hey guys, welcome back. I think yesterday we had a first double header. All of you would be super excited. Today we have the first Sunday blockbuster of IPL. So yeah, let's start with our very first game. The match we are looking forward to, RR versus SRH. So guys, what do you think about today's game? Early thoughts.
Both good teams, man. Like both teams. Yeah. We have our starting 11 here, like what we think, and just look at the names there, look at the balance. I think let's jump into it. Let's see uh, what do you guys think? Who's the better team?
I think
So,
SRH has a very strong middle order. Of course, Markram right now not available for today's game, but otherwise you look at Tripathi, Markram, Harry Brook, Phillips, power packed middle order.
yeah,
And,
I think what works for them is they have like this solid three Indian openers and then solid three Indian fast bowling core. So they can like stuff that middle order with these
yeah,
uh, foreign options, right? But what do
Yeah,
you think? I think the team's
I
pretty straightforward, right? I think this is the team that
yeah.
plays no
I
Markram.
think
Yeah,
yeah. I think personally what they have done at their 4-5-6, that's like I think gives IPL one of the strongest middle orders by packing them with explosive foreign players representing from each of their country, Markram, Brook and Phillips, all top players. And Klassen in the last few months has reached a purple patch, which I haven't personally seen Klassen doing it so consistently. So that
Yeah.
has actually made their middle order so packed. And with getting Mayank in the team, getting those quick starts, the captaincy pressure is off him. So I think this is a team which under the leadership of Markram, who himself is a serial winner, right? Like he has won T20 leagues across the globe. He wins South African leagues for his franchisee. So yeah, I'm actually backing SRH to go very long in the tournament because of their top six. And when you look at RR, I think middle order is the same. The problem where they face is that number four spot. I am not sure if Padikkal is a number four. So
I think
Padikkal comes at yeah.
number four, right? I don't know if I think they'll probably start with Padikkal, but I think over time I have a strong feeling about Parag taking over that spot.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
even for like domestic, I think he plays four only for Assam,
For Assam.
and
Assam
he's
for.
been killing it. He's been doing really well.
He killed it. He killed it this
And he's
season.
bowling, man,
Yeah.
a lot. He's
yes.
Yeah.
bowling a lot. I
Yes.
think he might bowl. I think it's a good pick. Maybe not at the beginning, but
Yep.
over time, I think he starts coming up the order and he starts bowling
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Fine, let's maybe
I
look at. Sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. I think one thing RR have done well is they got a really balanced squad last time. They got their combinations right. The fact that Sangakkara leads them like on the coaching front really helps them. I think the team composition has come together. They are gelling really well. And one thing I feel with the impact sub rule, right? I think having Joe Root in the team gives them a really good
Yes.
balance in case they are, say Joe Root and a Bolt, right? They can really go about the team combination in terms of, if they need more batting, if they need more stability, smaller targets. I'm certain that Root will come bat at three. And if you are chasing big targets, right, they can play around a lot with the batting order on where Hetmeyer and Parag would play. So I think overall, to me, RR looks like a very strong explosive opening three or four batsmen. And I feel even in the finishing, right, I think that's where they got it right the last season. SRH, uh, they were heavily reliant on non-performing sort of international players. They I think made the mistake of shelling a lot on Puran. With Phillips and Klassen around in the form they have been in the last 12 months, I think they are the team to watch out for the middle order in particular.
Yeah. But I think SRH bowling, I mean, might be a bit of a weakness, right? Like it's good, no
Correct,
doubt.
correct, correct.
You don't have like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
bowler you are like
Yep,
scared of, and don't know if
correct.
Natarajan will be at his best.
Yeah.
Bhuvi is
Yep,
obviously good but tailing off. Umran is boom or bust.
yep,
So their bowling, if it clicks, it'll be Like they'll be the team to watch out for. But it's
And
some.
I think for today's match, especially this matchup at the top three of RR against this, as you rightly pointed out, a Natarajan who's coming back after long injury has played tournaments here and there. So if they are not able to break through the top three, I think they are in for a long match because the form Joss, Yashasvi, and Sanju are bringing in, and against the sort of, as you rightly said, the right now they are not as well oiled as their batting, I would say, SRH bowling. So I think that is the matchup which decides today's match. Uh, yeah,
I think
I,
lineups. I think RR is pretty much sorted, right? Do you think they have other options?
I think what the point which Jammu was making, right, on Joe Root, I feel like they got Holder with a thought because last year they were six batsmen and five bowlers. So Holder sort of comes in and provides that all rounder. So that will be something to watch whether they go now with a 12 rule, whether they go seven batsmen, five bowlers, or they actually go six batsmen, five bowlers, and a Holder. Because you don't drop Hetmeyer, you don't drop Butler, and you don't drop Bolt. So these three are sort of definitely there. So I would like so that Holder versus Root is going to be the
Yeah.
dynamic to watch out for RR.
They probably play Kuldeep Sen here, right?
Kuldeep
Yeah,
Singh. Yeah.
And
And
who
for
plays instead of Markram? I think that's a big question for today.
Akil Hossain, I guess. Akil Hossain will be the one who might play.
Akil comes in more for Adil Rashid, right? Like, or you, Akil is
He's a
Akil
bowling,
possesses that
bowling.
power play.
Yeah, Klaasen's not there. Yeah, so I think Brooks probably comes up.
Yeah, I think he'll come at 4.
Yeah.
He should.
Harry Brook is.
I think
Everyone
they are looking at Brook as a long time number 4 option. Brook, like I think for me, Brook definitely deserves to bat in the top 4. Like Fife will be wasting him in terms of not giving him enough balls to settle at times. But uh, I feel with Mayank in top, right? Mayank opening, Abhishek and Tripathi will go. They play their natural game. They'll be attacking up front, and then Brook comes in at 4, depending on whether to stabilize or attack. I
Today he
think he
will,
can
but
do
once
both really well.
Markram comes, I don't think he comes above Markram.
I would still go with Brook higher than Markram because there's the same thing. You give him like a good 10-15 balls to settle, and I think that guy can explode. So for me, I feel Mayank is gonna be the one who's gonna hold anchor, and then everyone just hits around him.
I think this might be a bad ball team of the
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
everyone just can come and explode on any day. Like even Abhishek
Correct.
Sharma has gone back.
Yes.
Now you. So this is a team I'm actually, as not an SRH fan, I would say I'm personally very tensed looking at their team, the batting especially, and if the bowling are the proven performers, if they can start gelling, it's a team
Yeah.
which can go to
All right,
really long.
let's get into fantasy, right? And maybe let's start the same way as we did yesterday, which is what's the first name which is like has to be in the team?
I think
With
Butler.
Butler.
I
Joss
think Butler
Butler.
is someone you absolutely cannot miss. Too risky not
We didn't
to
even
take
talk about him because I think we don't need to.
You don't need to.
He's just
800.
wide ball legend, right? Like I
Yeah.
don't think there's much to say. I mean, he scores at
Correct.
an average of 50 almost, I think, at a strike rate of 150. He belts, he can hold ground, he's too good. He's keeping on top of that.
He can tear you apart. I think one thing with guys like Butler, right? They can easily take any bowler down for 20 runs and over. So that is something like, that's just like such a huge advantage for someone who opens. So
Another orange cap,
Butler,
maybe, right? Like
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
definitely.
Any second name straight off the
I
bat? Or yeah, go ahead.
straight off the bat, I'm not very sure. Like though, I think I'm actually keen on all the top three. I feel the top three of RR right now for the first game because Yashasvi Jaiswal is coming in the season of his life in domestic. Like
Yeah.
that boy has
Be
not
high on
stopped scoring,
confidence, right?
Yeah.
and I think the confidence he's coming in. I'm definitely going to pick up Yashasvi, giving he's an uncapped player also. So I think the value that he adds is a good buy. He's an uncapped pick for me, and definitely one name which
But
comes straight off.
again, we'll maybe come back to the uncapped, but we get to pick just one. And there are some
Okay.
excellent picks, right?
Yes.
No, I'm just saying,
In
like
this
in
game,
season
especially.
long, you have Yashasvi, we have Abhishek Sharma, who I think
Will open.
he will open.
Yeah.
Will he bowl? He's been bowling really well. He's so economical. Um, I don't know if he bowls because they have enough.
I
Well,
think
Domestic.
right.
they
I
don't
think
need
he's
him.
the
I
kind
think.
of player who might bowl if somebody like Sundar has a bad day and is not
Correct. Correct. And in case you're using Akil as a floater anyways, right? If either he's starting or if he's coming as an impact guy, it's the same skill, right? So I don't think you'll see a lot of
Again, I
Abhishek
think this
Sharma
is
on
where
the ball.
impact sub sort of makes a difference, right? If they bowl second,
Correct.
I don't think Abhishek
Yep.
Sharma because they're going to get in.
Yep.
It's tough to say, but yeah. And then there's this guy, which is probably the riskiest amongst these three because he may not bat, he may not bowl, but
Yeah.
he's a quality pick. But anyway,
I think I'd
coming
like
Correct.
to good picks, right?
In a setup in this fantasy setup, I think it's very tricky. You know how you pick Riyan Parag in your team. He has 2 or 3 matches across the season where he's really good, but I think on a consistent basis, he's a tough pick.
So where would you put Sanju Samson? Is he a good pick?
Premium.
I think Sanju Samson, the thing is he always starts IPL well. Always.
Correct. Always. And
Always.
Sanju Samson, my complaint with this guy has been, he makes quick fire 25, 40 runs. He
Yeah.
needs to go big. Like
That's
he has only one or two
first
innings.
match he scores a century or near century.
Yeah.
Then you'll be like, whoa, yeah.
Wow.
Then every match he scores 25.
and you then keep him for the season and you struggle like that's
I think he's a good pick for today.
Yeah, especially when the pitch is, as we go along the season, we'll realize
Yes,
which are not. But
looking at a
like
ground like Hyderabad, Sanju is a good pick.
Right.
So we are all RR right now. What about SRH? Who are your top picks in SRH?
I prefer Rahul Tripathi over anyone in the top three for SRH. He is someone who impresses me the more I see him.
Yeah. I think that's one thing working for them, right? Like Abhishek Tripathi are like your Indian, like Ishan, Kishan, and whatnot, but they don't have that pressure of the price tag of any sort of.
Correct.
So they'll do well, I think.
Correct.
But yeah, Tripathi is a super pick. I think he'll do well.
And I think especially with Markram not playing today, I know Brook has never played in the IPL before, but just purely for the upside that he provides, I think he's worth a try.
Brook is classified as an all rounder.
No, batsman.
He doesn't
He
bowl.
could be a pure batsman.
I don't think so.
Cool.
But he would
you avoid. Who do you avoid? I think
I will avoid Particle for sure.
Yeah,
Particle, for sure.
I would avoid Bhuvi. What do you guys think? Like I think in the last 50 games, last 50 something games, he has 40 wickets.
Yeah.
I mean, bowls well. His economy is below 8, which is insane. But fantasy wise, you're looking at wickets, right? And I don't think he gets wickets.
I think the only bonus he can give you away is a maiden over here and there. But in terms of picking wickets, like 3 or 4 wickets a game, I don't see Bhuvi really making it.
Yeah. What about differential picks? I think maybe Tripathi is sort of differential. I don't think a lot of people will go with him. So he or will they? I don't know.
I think it's the other way around. I think Mayank becomes a differential pick for me. Mayank is someone he looks like to be a reliable player, which people might feel like choosing. But I feel with the likes of say Bolt, right? Bolt is someone
I'm very surprised we haven't spoken about these two.
Yeah, I was actually
yes.
Chahal
Bolt is someone who can really get Mayank's number. So I feel Mayank becomes more of a differential and Tripathi becomes more of a starter.
Bolt,
Bolt is so consistent with the new ball that more often than not he'll pick a wicket. And can swing it both the ways.
Bolt is probably not a differential though, right? I think he probably
Yeah.
highly.
He's a good bet.
Chahal, yeah. Anyone else that
Chahal, I think we
out?
should definitely
What
talk
about
about
Umran
Chahal.
Malik? Umran Malik is a he's not uncapped
He's not
anymore though.
uncapped.
Yeah.
No.
Sundar, would
I
you
would
pick Sundar or Sundar an avoid? I think he's an avoid, right?
I think again for his Sundar is also someone who's done well with the bat in the last 12 months.
But
So
will he get to bat? I mean,
uh,
he's not gonna
again, if they're
slow
batting,
down. For
if
sure.
they're batting first, he might get you a few cameos. So that's the thing with Sundar.
with the impact rule, I think, yeah, I think
Yeah,
all rounders bat value, I think, is decreasing unless your top order fails miserably, and I don't see SRH top order failing that frequently. I think today is their biggest challenge having Chahal, Bolt,
yeah,
Ashwin. But yeah,
yeah,
still, I think Sundar maybe wait and watch and avoid
correct.
for now.
I
Avoid
think
for now.
Holder
Yeah,
is a differential pick in the sense that he's going to bowl for sure, and
He's
we have
good.
we have
Yeah.
seen him pick 3 wickets,
Yeah.
many times,
yeah.
Natural
and
wicket
it's easy to miss him out with so many other established overseas names in this
Correct.
match.
Yep.
What about Shimron? Hetmeyer. He was
Imran again.
amazing last year.
I think as a
Mm.
fantasy pick, like I think the value he adds for RR is unmistakably very high. But as a fantasy pick, again, I don't see him giving you a lot of
Correct.
points. And with that money, well invested somewhere else.
Fully agree.
So as a
There's a lot of uncertainty on how many balls he's going to face,
Correct.
depending on whether they're chasing.
Yeah.
Where Abhishek Sharma, good pick, right? I think probably a good pick. Probably comes in here. What do you
Yeah.
guys? If he bowls, I mean, yeah.
I would still say maybe wait and watch right now, like maybe a differential, because right now not many would pick considering the form that he's showing in domestic is more in the bowling, and I don't see SRH like taking many overs out of him unless the pitch demands. And I'm not sure how Hyderabad pitch is going to play today, or whether they're playing at Savai Mansingh. Sorry, today is at Hyderabad, right?
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
Today is Hyderabad.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not very sure how many overs he gets in. But yeah, I would like to see, because they have built their bowling around pacers, right? Like you see a Bhuvi, Umran, Natarajan, Jansen mostly playing. So I'm not sure
Rashid might
how
play.
Hyderabad pitch is going to play.
Yeah.
We have to see again. So yeah, maybe right now we watch on Abhishek Sharma. If he's getting those overs for you, he's a good buy for me right from next game.
Yeah.
But today I would feel is a different.
Yeah. Cool.
I think Chahal, we have to speak about the purple cap winner, right?
Yeah.
Do you think he brings that form? He has nothing to prove this year, like as he had like against RCB last season. Do
I
you
think
he
daily
comes-
fantasy he walks into your team. I think
Yeah.
in season long, if you're making 2 transfers, 3 transfers, you have Butler, you have all
Yeah.
these guys.
Yeah.
I don't think I would go for Chahal. I think he's like third or fourth. But no doubt he can prove me wrong here for sure. I think he's no good pick. Smart bowler, always in it for wickets. Right? Yeah.
Correct. I think it's always been the case that whenever the IPL is around and Chahal comes into the picture, it's always a doubt that his recent form hasn't been that great. But he comes into the IPL and, sort of proves his doubters wrong. Chahal works in my team for the fact that, he attacks more than some of the other leg spinners that you see in the IPL. So for me, he's your certainty.
Yeah. What about Natarajan? We haven't spoken about him, but I think again, if they
I
bowl
think
first,
avoid for now.
Wait and watch. I think I'll avoid him for now.
We don't know he's coming playing after a long time.
after a while.
Correct.
But
Correct.
I mean, if he
I think-
bowls first, like Sakaria yesterday, right? He came after a while. He was
He did
too
well.
good. And Natarajan,
Yeah.
the death is sort of like your Arshdeep. Like he gets wickets. But yeah, maybe avoid for now. Watch how.
Yeah, because today we are seeing an RR batting, right? Like RR batting, it can fail on any day, but going just by books, just by going like a season long preparation. I think for this match against that RR batting, I don't back them. There is a possibility Josh Butler and Yashasvi play the first 10-12 overs without losing. That's also highly possible. So So yeah, I think for now, SRH bowling, let's wait and watch, and we can then sort of start understanding who is that one bowler, whether it's an Umran, Bhuvi, or an Natarajan, who's truly coming to their own. So right now, I think I'll back more of the batters than the bowlers. For
Guys, what do you
SRH.
think about the budget picks? Are there any good budget picks to talk about in this game?
I think people are expensive in this game. Even the uncapped picks we
Yeah.
want. I think Yashasvi is 8.5. Abhishek
Yeah.
Sharma is 8. So expensive.
Right.
If your Kuldeep Sen plays, and I think he might be a good like budget.
Yeah, even Kuldeep Sen is priced, I think, around 7.5. Like,
Yeah.
so it's a pretty tricky
I
actually.
don't think
Like they
I
got
have like
the
a
Sharma,
Right.
and yeah, we have to see if they play any of those. I think again it depends on
how
how
much
they
is
are
Parag?
shaping
Do
up.
you guys recall? I think he
Parag
said
could be, I guess,
or 8. Yeah. So again, no looks like no
mid-price.
budget picks this game, right?
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
Sain is your best budget pick.
I think, yeah, I also don't see a budget pick for them
Yeah, everyone's
this game.
expensive, like deservedly
Yeah.
expensive, right? Like
Yeah.
Joas, Sanju, Bolt, Chahal are all premium.
If SRH go for a Karthik Tyagi instead of like maybe a Natarajan initially or Umran, don't know how they are. So maybe Karthik Tyagi, who's like bowls really quick, has had some sort of picks here and there. Maybe as an uncapped differential budget pick. But yeah, again, we have to see how the team is shaping. If the first 11 what we expect, then I don't see budget picks today in today's game.
Right.
All right. I think we've sort of covered everyone. So I think some
Yep.
very good picks. Butler should walk into your team, and then you have a bunch of options. But
Yeah.
I think Butler is like essential. Yeah, I think
Josh Butler.
let's close it at that.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.